Hello everyone. In this video, we are gonna discuss correction of errors in the sentences, and this is the video 2. If you have not watched the first video of this part, you must check in my channel and you must start from the video 1. Correction of errors is one of the bits that you will find in your IP examination 2023. As you know that timetable has already been released by the Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education. So your examination is going to start from 15th of March 2023. First of all, let me show you model question paper in which bit, as I said, one of the bits in which you are going to see this question. So this question will come, error correction of errors in the sentences will come in question number 14. Question number 14. So here you have your question number 14. Write any four of the following sentences correcting the underlying errors. And recently, one exam was conducted in the college, and I observed most of the students are lagging behind in 3 4 bits, particularly in which one of the bits is definitely correction of errors, both bit number 14. Other two bits are, one is transformation that students should work on, and IT, which is information transfer, that's about non-verbal data. So three important bits you need to focus a lot for securing highest marks in English in upcoming examination. This is model question paper, Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education, Hyderabad. And bit number 14 is all about correction of errors in sentences. So if you have watched already, and if you have not, then you can go right now and you can start. I would say you must start from the beginning, from the part 1 to get the optimum benefits of this video. But if you have watched and you are a repeat viewer, so you must have remembered that we finished till verb, I think. hmm Adjectives we did, articles finished, verbs. Yes. Onion cost rupees 40 a kg. So this was the question, last question of articles chapter. And we are going to start from verbs today. Okay. So some of the errors and their correct sentences are also given. Let me tell you, the same thing is also given in your material books. I mean, you can go through the same questions and answers also given in your material and reader as well. Sometimes you find, but sometimes I feel it becomes very dizzy before sleeping when you go through the book, or I feel it becomes boring and monotonous to get books in our hands and go through. And mobile phone through mobile phone you can either you just go to the YouTube and watch videos very conveniently. So that's the reason I am trying my best to put videos on YouTube for the sake of the students. Definitely, I find personally, in my opinion, I think that watching videos from YouTube based on our contents related to our topics is a nice thing, rather than sometimes going through the books. So about the verbs, the most common error we have here, from the verb section, the most common error in English are seen in the verb forms. Observe the following sentences. So on the left hand side, we have incorrect sentences, and correct sentences are also given on the right side. Sometimes we will find without answers. Just below, we have some questions that we need to make ourselves. First of all, let us see. One of my friends have gone to the UAE. Here we have mistake. First of all, let me show you. One, each, every, everyone, either, neither. When you have these, subjects, then they should be followed by a singular helping verb. For example, if you have one of my friends, so here we have 2 points to be noted. One of my friends, and one mistake can be, this this can be asked also. One of my friend would be given, and you need to identify whether the sentence needs improvement or not. So one of my friends, number one, to be the point to be noted, one of my friends, always with s, will be in plural, one of my friends. Second, singular helping verb will be used. So if we have one, each, either, neither, they will be followed by singular helping verb after them. Each of the girls, always girls, was. Every one of the workers have, not have, workers has. And this is coming for everyone, because we talk about one at a one time, everyone, one at a one time. Neither of the participants were able to win the match. Neither of the participants was able to win the match. Age and experience bring wisdom to man. Age and experience brings wisdom to men. Sometimes we will find two nouns are used together with the addition of a conjunction. For example, and, for example, this sentence, age and experience. Another one is bread and butter. They act together, and they're a kind of idiomatic expression, so they will be treated as singular, and that's the reason singular verb will be utilized. And it is also said, when they express single idea, one idea together, age and experience brings wisdom to man. The same way, bread and butter, butter together, they express same idea, one idea. It's about basic earning. If you are able to earn bread and butter to support your family, so this is a kind of use to express single idea or one idea in the sentences. Bread and butter is my favorite breakfast, and we can use also in this sense. As I said, I am able to earn bread and butter. Two singular nouns are connected by and but they, okay, this is we have done. Where are you going, and when you will come here again. So again, very very common mistake, let me say, very very common mistake. And this question also was asked in the latest examination, when you will come here again, right? So when we start our sentences, if the sentences are interrogative sentences, if the sentences are interrogative sentences, so helping verb would be used after them immediately. For example, when, where are you going, and when will you? I think these mistakes are very common mistakes, very very common mistakes. He asked me if I am going to Dubai. This question is about indirect sentences. For example, in transformation, we have different parts. Passive and active voices, direct and indirect, and question tags, and change of degrees of adjective. So one of the parts from transformation is about indirect sentence. And he asked me one question, one part of the sentence where here we have, he asked me if I am going to Dubai. So when we have this part in already in past tense, we are going to use also this is a we are going to also use in past in the second part of the sentence. He asked me if I was going to Dubai. I asked her if she is learning. I asked her if she was learning. Again, reported case, or better we say a question tag problem. You are married, isn't it? You are married, isn't it? It shouldn't be, isn't it? It should be, aren't you? And how do we tag question? How do we place question tags at the end of the sentences? I like skating, do I? When we have positive sentence or statement, so the question tag comes in negative form. I repeat, when we have statement in positive form, then question tag will be negative, and if we have negative statement, then question tag will be positive. So this time it is positive, and that's the reason question tag will be negative. As I was ill, so so I could not go. When we have already used as, no need to use so. As I was ill, comma, I couldn't go. You can see here. Or we can say, we can just reverse the sentences part. I was ill, so I couldn't go. I mean, we can say in this way also. I was ill, so I couldn't go. Right. Both Hari as well as Krishna came to see me. Both Hari as well as Krishna came to see me. So when we have already used both, no need to use as well as. We can say both Hari and Krishna. The one way is to say both Hari and Krishna came to see me. Other way we can say uh, Krishna as well as Hari, or Hari as well as Krishna came to see me. Right. She said that she saw him last night. When you, I mean, actually, when I believe that you must have made many sentences in narration and direct speech and indirect sense. So when you have idea about the transformation and direct and indirect speeches, she said that she saw him last night. So the construction, the proper arrangement will not be like that. It should be, she said that she had seen him last night, because the originally in direct narration you will find uh, that she saw already. The train left before I arrived. The train left before I arrived. This is the, again. This is the question again from past perfect tense. Basically, tense we say, because this is a part of verb and tenses. So this sentence belongs to past perfect tense problem. The train left before I arrived. In which, I mean, this in this tense, past perfect tense, we discuss two actions together that happened in the past, and which action took place first when we compare with other. For example, the train left before I arrived. Which action took place, if you think about, which action took place first than the later? The train left before I arrived, so the train left first and then I arrived. So the action that took place first will be used in proper past perfect construction. The train had left. This is the more past condition. The train had left. First action will be used in past perfect construction. Next question. I had been to Vijayawada yesterday. When we have yesterday, last night, last year, last Sunday, so we use simple past. I repeat, when we have last day, last night, last week, last month, yesterday, day before yesterday, we use simple present tense, simple past tense, sorry, simple past tense. So that's the reason I went to Vijayawada yesterday. I took my supper. Here are again we have some common mistakes that we do. I took my supper. Instead, native speakers prefer to say I had my supper. He knows to swim. He knows how to swim. She cut her pencil. She sharpened her pencil. I said to him to go. I told him to go. I think now you are aware of this kind of sentence, because this is again from a narration part in which you convert into indirect, and this is the indirect part where we change from said to told. He gave a speech. He made a speech. He made a lecture. No, he gave a lecture. My tooth is paining. Instead of saying paining, we must say my tooth is aching, because we don't really use paining. My hand is paining. My hand, we can say my hand pains or my finger pains like this, but paining, gerund form or progressive tense form is not used. He made a goal. He scored a goal. When Rome was burning, Nero is playing on the flute. So here we have a question from past tense, past progressive tense, in which two actions happen together. When Rome was burning, Nero was playing on the flute. They are staying in the same flat for the last many years. They have been staying. They have been staying. They have been staying in the same flat for the last many years. How long are you waiting here? How long are you waiting? How long have you been waiting here? He is interested to do a job. He is interested in doing a job. I repeat, he is interested in doing a job. In doing a job. They have moved to the new house last week. So remember this formula, remember this trick. When you have last week, when you have last month, when you have last night, we use simple past tense. I repeat, we use simple past tense. Subject plus V2. Subject plus V2. I went, he played. So they moved, or we can also say they shifted to the new house last week. And this is actually, uh, if you observe the construction of the tense of the sentence, you will find this is present perfect tense. And most of the times present perfect tense is confused with past simple tense because both of them share some common features. He is having many important clothes, so the use of have is not proper here. The use of have. When we talk about position, we must use in verb one form, v1 form. So he has many important clothes. But when we eat something, or when we enjoy a good time, at that time we can use this word in progressive form. For example, I am having my supper, I am having my dinner, my lunch, my breakfast, I'm having a good time, acceptable. I'm having a book, not acceptable. As soon as I opened the doors, the birds flew away because it is about the matter of past. As soon as I opened the doors, the birds flew away. If I will stand on my own legs, my parents will feel unhappy. If I will stand on my own legs, my parents will feel unhappy. So this is the zero conditional sentence, the very first conditional type sentence, in which the first clause, the subordinate clause, should be in present simple tense. So if I stand, you need to cancel, you need to remove this part, cut this part. If I stand on my own legs, my parents will feel happy. If you consult, like the same here we have, if you consult me, I would have advised you what to do. Actually, suppose uh, if the underlying word would be here, would have. So if you consult me, we could have written here, I will advise, just advise, but actually we have underlining here. In this case, we do this. If you had consulted me, if you had, I repeat, question number 9 is very very important. If you had consulted, the combination says had plus v3, past perfect tense, which is impossible condition. If you had consulted, this already happened in the past. So if you had consulted me, I would have advised you. But now it's not possible to make changes, right? It already happened in the past. He is visiting the library daily. When we have matter of daily, occasionally, always, so we use simple present tense. I repeat, daily, occasionally, always, sometimes, regularly, we use simple present tense. He visits the library daily. He visits the library daily. She enjoys to sing patriotic song. She enjoys singing patriotic songs. Why you were absent yesterday? After, I mean, in interrogative cases, this is again interrogative sentences. In this case, uh, helping verb will be followed by any question words. Why were you absent yesterday? I hope it is clear. Why were you absent yesterday? This bit is very very important. Let me tell you. Out of 10 students, if I say out of 10 students, 8 students are making mistakes in correction of errors in the sentences bit number 14 from your final examination. Next topic is adverb. Now we have questions from this topic, from this parts of speech. Adverb. I'm sorry. On the left side, as usual, we have some wrong sentences, incorrect sentences, and right one is given also on the right hand side. You can see, I am too glad to see you. I am very glad to see you. So, to is an adverb, and it will I mean this word to is used when you want to express negative thing in your sentence, when you want to sound negative. For example, you see the second one, this coffee is very hot to drink. So it is too hot to drink, you cannot drink it easily, it's too hot, more than required. So that's the reason to is suitable here and not here. I am very glad, and sometimes we also say I am so glad to see you. She is very much sorry. No, she is only very sorry. You are leaving back. You are leaving back your bag. You are leaving back your bag. Very tricky sentence, I would say. For exam, very very tricky. You should mark this. You are leaving behind your bag. You can lift it by and by. Doesn't sound good. You can lift it little by little. We scarcely see a lion, and the correct one is we rarely see a lion. We scarcely. Difference between these two adverbs is scarcely and rarely. Rarely means not often, but scarcely means almost never. Almost never. So it has the priority rarely. Scarcely means almost never. He behaved cowardly. Cowardly is an adjective, let me tell you. Cowardly is an adjective. Basically, how do we make adverbs, let me say here, you add ly to adjectives. You add ly to adjectives to make an adverb. I know my writing on the board is good, it's not good, it's very bad. I'm cacographer here on the screen. But uh, let me give you example. For example, smart plus ly. Here we have ly is the significant part as suffix. When you add ly to most of the adjectives, you get adverb as a result. For example, smart plus ly is smartly. Uh, Beautiful, let's say, for instance, beautiful plus ly, beautifully, right? Intelligent plus ly, intelligently. Wonderful plus ly, wonderfully. But sometimes we also add ly to noun, and here we have this coward plus ly, cowardly. When we add ly to noun, maybe it becomes adjective and adverb. Two results are possible, and here we have cowardly is an adjective. So when you want to use cowardly as an adverb, you need to add one word here, manner. Very very important. When you want to, I repeat, when you want to use an adjective in sorry, when you want to use adjectives as adverb, you need to use manner. For example, he behaved in a cowardly manner. For example, we can say man plus ly. Let me write clearly. Man plus ly, manly. So we can say he fought in a manly manner. He fought in a manly manner. It's like a strong, man, warrior. Sarojini Naidu was, I hope I have covered all of the points, seven, right? Sarojini Naidu was called as the Nightingale of India. No need of as. No need of as. Sarojini Naidu was called the Nightingale of India. She works very hardly. Again, mistake. Hardly is an adverb, definitely, but it doesn't make sense here. Actually, hard and hardly both are adverbs. I repeat, hard and hardly both are adverbs, but they give different meanings, entirely different meanings. Hard, work hard, it intensifies. So she works very hard, not hardly. Hardly means occasionally, not occasionally. Uh, I hardly believe. So almost no, never believe like this. She works very hardly. Means it's also frequency of time, right? Frequency of time would be better expression to use to give the meaning. He speaks English very good. He speaks English very good. He speaks English very good. So the word which is wrong is good. It should be well. Both Both has good. The word good and well both convey the same meaning, but good is an adjective and well is an adverb, let me tell you. Okay, so when we get the answer of the question, how he speaks English, how, so very well. So that's the reason, in order to give the answer of the question how in a sentence, we require an adverb. For example, she works how very hard. She works how very hard. So how, when, where, how long. When we have this kind of sorts of questions, then adverbs will come in that place as an answer. His version is somewhat true. His version is partially true. She speaks the truth always. She always speaks the truth. And this question came in the latest examination. This question came in your pre-final two, right? So this is always is an adverb, and always, never, often, probably. There are some adverbs that are used just after subject. For example, see always. See always. As well, adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency. Right. He comes to me often. He often comes to me. As I said, always, often, never, never. He often comes to me. Most likely, the shops will remain closed tomorrow. Actually, I don't consider this error a very major error, a very, a big error, because this is very common that we hear. And but you need to go according to the book what you have in your big, because ultimately you are not going to, bargain with less marks in your final examination. You're not going to satisfy yourself with less marks, sticking on your right or wrong decision about grammar points. So you will prefer what you have been provided in your book, most probably, because I think native speakers also use most probably most of the times. The whole India, we must say the whole of India, but we do say the whole India in our spoken language, but we need to be little, careful when it comes to writing part, because it gets noticed. He walks very fastly. He walks how? Fastly is not really a word if you find in a dictionary. We have just fast, but we do have slowly, okay? We do not have fastly, but we do have slowly. So we have just fast, he walks very fast. We don't hardly believe. We don't hardly believe. So here we have two negative expressions, actually two negative words. We don't hardly believe it. We must say we hardly believe it. Don't is not required. It makes the sentence very very superfluous. Very very superfluous. Verbs, overuse of language. They don't do anything. They don't do anything careful. What is the wrong with this sentence? Let me know in the comment section, please. Sometimes comment also. They don't do anything careful. As I said, you need to answer of the question how. If you get this question after reading out, they don't do anything how. Carefully, right? Careful will become careful. See, scarce blames others. She scarcely blames others. He is walking very slow. As I said, you can write slowly. You can write slowly. Let me clear. Now we have questions from prepositions. I have ordered for 3 dishes. When you use this word order, no need to mention for. I have ordered 3 dishes. He entered. Enter word does not take preposition into. So you must say he entered the class, he entered the hall, he entered into hall. Incorrect. She has married with her cousin. No, again mistake. When you use this word is important, marry. When you use this word marry, let me write somewhere. Right. When you use marry in active voice, I hope you understand active voice, where we use subject plus verb. And in the on the other hand, you sometimes use this word in passive voice where an object is written first, then verb, then subject comes at the last. So when you use this word in active voice, no need of preposition. Like you see in example number 3, she has married with. No, she has married her cousin. That's it. But when you use in passive structure form, you must add to. I repeat, you must add to with this word marry. For example, uh, mm, Sita was married to Ram. Sita was married to Ram. I repeat, Sita was married to Ram. Is my point clear? So when you use in passive form, you use one preposition to, but when you have structure in active voice, no use of preposition. It will be over superfluous. Hope you understood. Next, we are awaiting for the train. We have two words. Okay, number one is awaiting. Another one is waiting for. So awaiting is equal to waiting for. When you have already said awaiting, no need to use for. Instead, you can say you can say waiting for. We are waiting for the train. One is correct, or we are awaiting the train. Okay. Suffer word takes from. So it should be suffering from. She covered her head with shawl. They waited 3 hours. They waited for 3 hours. As I said, wait for is a phrase. I inquired. Inquiry word will take one preposition of when we have listener. I inquired to whom? Of her. I inquired of her. I inquired of whom? He went for riding. So he went riding or he went for a ride. She is called with different names. No, she is called by. By. Very famous again and common mistakes. Okay, common mistake is right. 11 number, sign the document with ink. Very, very important question. Let me tell you, in 2021 exam, final IP examination, this question was asked and many students wrote wrong, incorrectly. So you must write, sign the document in ink. Sign the document in ink. This is a comfortable house to live. This is a comfortable house to live in. Live in. I filled water in the bucket. Again, very important. I fill the water in the bucket. I fill the water. Sorry. I fill the bucket with water. I fill the bucket with water. I shall explain them this. I shall explain them this. Though I don't consider this is completely incorrect sentence, because what happened here, I shall explain them. Indirect object came first, and then the question of what I explained this. So direct object has been placed at the last of the sentence. This is also correct, but you have to go according to the text that you've been provided in your book. So I would not suggest that you stick on your complete rules and stubbornness, something kind of. So I shall explain this first to them. But you can use, let me tell you, in your spoken language, you can definitely use, I mean, in this expression you can use totally. It's totally correct. But when it comes to writing, especially when you're writing examination, prefer this one. I traveled by my principal. I travel in. This is not correct, and it doesn't sound logical, right? I travel by my principal car. She was accused. Accuse is another word that takes one preposition of. Okay, accused of always. She was accused of. He congratulated me for my success. So again, when you use congratulate word and you directly congratulate someone, for example, he congratulated Akash. So no need of preposition, no need of preposition. Okay, but you congratulate someone on some occasion. For example, he congratulated me for my success. So on my success, one preposition that will be on. She got down from the bus. I don't agree for your proposal. I don't agree to your proposal. And when we have person, I don't agree with you, with WITH. I repeat, when we have a person, when you do not agree, dash someone, with your friend, and same with angry. When you are angry with someone, I'm telling you answer. So I am angry with Ram. I'm angry with my friend. But when you are angry over one situation, for example, in a meeting, something happened, you're very upset about the meeting incidents. So you must say, I am angry at your behavior, with your behavior, incorrect, uh, at your behavior, right? Okay, a few questions I have without answer this time. And you can pause the video and you can make your answers in your head, just resume the video, unpause the video, and just look at the answers. Hope you're doing this. The property was divided between the four brothers, not between. We have two words, between and among. So better we use among. Among is used for more than two, nouns when we have in the sentences. I prefer. Prefer will takes two, not then. Two. He is afraid. Afraid takes off. He is afraid of darkness. Beside being a poet, Tagore is a short story writer. So it's about Rabindranath Tagore. Beside means adjacent to. For example, here we have seats, two seats we have. So this is called Rita is sitting beside Sita. But when we have meaning in addition to something, apart from something, or in addition to. So apart from being a poet, Tagore is also a short story writer. So it should be besides. It should be besides. Very clear. Beside and besides. Beside means adjacent to or next to someone, and besides with us means apart from, and in addition to. The shop will be open between. Between takes only one preposition, one conjunction, I should say, and it is a conjunction. So we have pair between and same as both and, between 10 and 8 p.m. This is different from that. She resembles, again resembles will not take any preposition. So she resembles her mother. Directly we need to say cancel the preposition. I was prevented. Prevent takes one preposition, is called from, and then after that we use progressive tense, that is gerund form. So I was prevented from doing my work. I repeat, I was prevented from doing my work. If you find this video is little longer or lengthy in terms of time, so you can pause the video after middle of the length of the video, and you can have a cup of tea, and you can refresh yourself and come back, resume from where you left it. Okay, because a lot of questions are there in this second video, in the part 2 video. Now we have some questions from conjunctions, everyone. Though he is fat, but he runs. So when we have though or although, we do not really use any another expression that we consider as linker or conjunction. So though, and it will be followed by a comma. So this is called dependable clause, dependent clause, and independent clause. So though he is fat, he runs fast. He scarcely takes when. Scarcely had he gone when the phone rang. I repeat, when you find, and this is the common mistake, common error which is given in examination. Usually, what happens that sentence is formed in this way, that scarcely is attached with this, scarcely is paired with then, but actually it is scarcely when. I repeat, scarcely when. Okay, do not forget this. Scarcely when, no sooner than, and here we have just opposite. Okay, so no sooner than. So no sooner had he gone when the officer came. So I repeat one more time, scarcely will be paired with when, and no sooner will be paired with then. Okay, she is not only beautiful, sorry, she is not only beautiful, not only but also combination. I repeat, not only but also, right? She is not only beautiful but also intelligent. And if you Observe after not only, wait, yes. C is not only, after not only you have one adjective, and but also, after but also, I mean, after but also, you have adjective again. So likewise process is followed here. Likewise, for example, you have noun, then also after the second part of the pair, you will use noun. So adjective, adjective, noun, noun. Okay, keep in your mind. I doubt. When you use I doubt, this is a case of indirect speech. Okay, and when you use I doubt, you must use whether. Sometimes if also. Most of the time, whether is preferred. I doubt whether he will get through the exam. He was handsome, but everyone admired him. So, but is a conjunction which is used for contrast when two different parts of sentences are opposite to each other in terms of meaning. He was handsome and everybody or everyone admired him. Both are favorable, both are a kind of compliment. So, they are not contrasting each other, so that's the reason it should be and. It's a likewise kind of thing. So he was handsome and everyone admired him. You are not right, no wrong, neither wrong combination. I think you are aware of this kind of pair conjunction. Neither, no, neither right nor wrong. Very good. Wait while I come, wait till I come. Unless you do not try, very again, very famous, everyone. Those who are watching this video, listen to me very carefully. This is again very common mistakes, very famous question for examiners again. So unless is attached with not case, because actually if you read this sentence, first of all, unless you do not try, you will never succeed. So it sounds that it's okay, the sentence has no problem at all in terms of grammar, but unless means do not itself, not itself. Okay, so we have already not inside unless, so that's the reason not will not be repeated, and do not together will not be repeated. Unless you try, you will never succeed. Unless you try means if you do not try. Unless is equal to if you do not. I repeat, unless means if you not or do not. Okay, if you do not try, you will never succeed. City life is tense and village life is relaxed. So in the first part of the sentence, the first sentence is about tense and negative sentence, and the village life is relaxed, is a positive sentence. So we have contrast, we have difference, opposite meaning sentences we have. And now I think you can answer, when we have contrasting part of sentences, we use one conjunction, that is but. Okay, city life is tense, but village life is relaxed. Ram is honest, dash. Mohan is violent. So, but Ram is honest, dash. His brother is dishonest. And or but. Correct the following sentences. Either you must take up a job or start a business. Again, the question for either or, right? Either you must take up a job or start a business. What is the mistake in your opinion? Pause the video, make your answers, then come back. Either you must take up a job or start a business. So when we read this sentence, we find one error, that the arrangement of pair conjunction is not correct. You must take up either a job, you must take up either a job or start a business. So likewise, either you must either, sorry, it should be here. You must take you must wait. You must either, yes, you must either take up a job or start a business. So uh, both the sides after either or, we must have likewise things. Okay, so you must either take up a job or start a business. Neither she drinks tea nor coffee. So again, this is again based on the same kind of problem. Let me tell you how. She drinks, wait, she drinks tea no coffee. Neither she drinks tea, no coffee. After nor, you have one word coffee, which is noun. Is my point clear? After nor, we have a coffee word, which is noun. And after neither, we have one phrase, one small sentence. She drinks. That is not likewise things. So it should be kind of same thing. So we can say she drinks neither tea nor coffee. And now if you analyze, if you observe, after tea, after neither, you will find tea, which is again a noun, and after nor, again coffee, which is a noun. So likewise, comparison, or contrast, whatever. Neither, sorry, she drinks neither tea. I repeat, she drinks neither tea nor coffee. Likewise, they asked me what they asked me that where Sebi was. They asked me that where Sebi was. Double conjunction use is overused, I would say, and that's the reason it makes this sentence incorrect. So you must say, they asked me where SBI was. No use of what. I think you should remove this part that from the sentence. Sila is as proud like a peacock. Sila is as proud like a peacock. So it's not a proper pair conjunction. We have as, and so as. So Sila is as proud as a peacock. Should be as here, proper pairing. Let us do fast. Okay. Very good morning. Should be good morning. What is your good name? Should be only your your name. I'm sorry. Because every name is a good name. That's the reason it makes this overuse kind of things and superfluous. It will fall in superfluous category of expression. So what is a good name? What is your name? Very good morning. Good morning. And we use these kinds of expressions to flatter someone, to get attraction from someone. So uh, but when it comes to writing and grammatically, we cannot say these are correct. Why you are late? Again, why are you late should be the staff meeting has been preponed. We do not really use this word prepone, and native speakers also. I mean, in India, it is common. I observe that many people use this word prepone, but it's not actually really a word. I would say pre-schedule. Sometimes it is pre-schedule or advance. So if it comes in your examination, you better write advance. The staff meeting has been advanced. A pre-schedule also possible. It will report it to the concerned teacher. Teacher concerned. We go home by walk. We go home on foot. By walking also possible. I do not know what is your name. Again, mistake. I do not know what your name is. We do not really follow interrogative case after already writing one sentence before this, right? So when we have already one sentence and after you have a kind of interrogative sentence, do not follow question word, then helping verb. Helping verb will come at the last if you have. So I do not know what your name is, and I think you can relate this sentence with indirect narration. He went to the back side of the house. He went to the back of the house, cut the side. We have to take care of the females. We have to take care of the women in our family. Please bring your luggages. Remove as luggage is sufficient. This road is more shorter. No, double comparative is overused. The road is just shorter. Okay, just means, I mean, you are not supposed to write just. The road is shorter than that. I meant. We often chat with our friends. Please shut the TV. Shut down the TV, we can say, else we can say switch off or uh, turn off. Yes, please turn off the TV, switch off the TV. I and my wife. This is the rule of pronouns. Let me say, I and my wife should be 2-3-1 rule. Second person, 3-1. Sorry, 3-1, I think. Yes, 3-1. Third person, second person, and first person for good things. For bad things, 1-2, 1-3-2. But so if you have two, for example, the first person and the third person. So the third person will come first. My wife and I went to a movie. Mohan and myself. Myself should be I. Mohan, I will come. I am having. Having is not correct for possession. I have a scooter. This costed me. If you find in a dictionary the different tense forms of the verb cost, you'll find cost, 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 and costing. I think. So this cost me a lot. I doubt whether he will succeed. We are living in Bangalore since we have been living. When we have since and for, so it's a kind of it's a matter of progressive continuous, progressive perfect tense, continuous perfect tense, and this belongs to present perfect continuous. Yes, present perfect continuous. My mistake. We have been living in Bangalore since 2015. We have a lot of furnitures in our house. No furnitures, only furniture. A bouquet of yellow roses lends. Here are the keys. 2 miles will give single opinion. So is if I were only. Okay, this is the conditional and hypothetical conditional. You are not going to become a bird, but you are imagining. So if I were a bird, I would fly. I wish the same kind of thing. So were again, very important. All the stuff is the captain with his men. The captain with his men were killed. No, when we this is actually a question from subject verb concord. If you have studied in your junior classes, class 10 9 maybe. uh, so you have there one chapter in grammar that calls um, subject verb agreement or subject verb concord. So when you have this word with, as long as, with, so the verb comes, helping verb comes for the first part or the first subject. So the captain was killed with his men. It is 2 days. It is 2 day program without us. Neither he came nor he wrote. He came. Neither he came nor he wrote. Neither he came nor he wrote. Okay, this is a kind of inversion process. Neither did he came. Neither did he came, because this is past simple. So did he came? No, did he wrote? Very important. Let me tell you. Very important. One of my friends, as I told you, one of my friends is enjoyed at the party. Enjoy is a verb. Enjoy is a verb which takes always reflexive pronoun. So he enjoyed himself. He enjoyed himself. This verb needs an object, and this reflexive pronoun becomes the object of this verb. He enjoyed what? Himself at the party. But when you have, for example, let me tell you, when you have this same verb in a way, in a different way, let me say, he enjoyed the party. He enjoyed not at the party, he enjoyed the party. So at that time, no need of adding himself, because when you get the question of what he enjoyed, what? The party. Okay, so it is okay, it is completely clear and correct. But when you have he enjoyed in the mall, so he enjoyed himself in the mall. He is in the class 10, we write. He gave his examination. When you go to appear in examination, we always say take examination. For example, IELTS exam, you take IELTS examination. When I decided to take IELTS examination, when I decided to take GATE examination, so take examination. Very important, very common expression. Columbus invented. Invention and discover, I think you're aware of these two things. Invention, when you make something new that did not exist earlier. Discover something which already existed but nobody was aware of that, and you revealed it. Okay, you discovered it. So Columbus invented, wrong. Columbus discovered. Edison invented. Never I have seen such a mess. Never I have inversion case. When inversion case, when adverb comes in the beginning, for example, never comes in the beginning, so we use inversion case. After never, we use helping verb. Never have I seen. Should I cut this word? Should I erase, remove this word? He asked for help. They insisted on paying. Very important. Choose the best of the two. When we have two options, one can be better only, not the best, because it is about the comparative form. When we have two, we can compare between two. Which one is better, not the best. Best, for best we require three, more than three also possible. Hope you understanding. He went to foreign. If you have this kind of expression, you need to correct it by writing he went abroad. I repeat, he went abroad. I asked a question to him. I asked a question to him. I asked him a question. I asked a question to him. Although in my opinion, let me tell you, in my opinion, it's completely okay to say I asked a question, because it's just about the changing the direct and indirect object of the verb ask. First of all, in this case, you are using one a question, one question, which is a direct object of the verb ask. I asked what a question to him. So it is completely okay. But if you have been given this, you have to go as per the print, as per the text. We're doing yoga every day, regularly, daily. We use simple present, so we have mistake in this part. We do yoga every day. All the roads are covered with snow. He does not care for my words. This is again important. He does not care for my words. So native speakers say like this: he pays no attention to what I say. He pays no attention what I say. They ask what was my name. They ask what my name was, as I said, indirect narration. We elected Ram without as president. The article is made. The article is made takes two preposition. Number one is of. Number two is from. Very important. When we use made of, means after, when you make something. For example, let's say you have wood and you have used wood to make a chair, wooden chair. So now it is still a wood. You can see it is still a wood. So when you do not have actually chemical change in the process, in the manufacturing part, so you will use off when you can see that things have not undergone a complete change, color or state. But when you have complete transformation, complete change, you will use from. One example of, I mean, this article is made of cotton. Cotton can be seen, but suppose, uh, can I say jewelry? No, not jewelry. Let's say, mm, a tea has been made from sugar. Sugar will definitely not there. But I told you the process. When you do not have clear, clear appearance, you cannot see, you cannot feel that it has been made from what. So that is called chemical process. And you have studied, you must have studied actually in your science in class 8 9, I guess, uh, physical change and chemical change. So when the process goes through chemical change, you use from. Okay. Okay, we look forward to meeting you. Look forward to meeting. We use progressive. I know them for the last many years. For the last many years, it should be I have been knowing, but know is not a really word that is used in progressive tense. So we must use I have known. I hope I have known to them. I have known to them. I have known them. I have known to them. I mean. Yeah. Why is he hating? Hate is not a kind of word that we really use in progressive tense. So why does he hate? Why does he hate classical music? It is raining since yesterday. Yesterday. It is raining since yesterday. Since yesterday indicates towards present perfect continuous tense. It has been raining since yesterday. I am good at English. If cleanliness is maintained, we will be healthy. Is maintained. We had seen them 2 weeks ago. When we have 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 days ago, we use simple past. We saw them 2 weeks ago. Very important. He has hanged his coat to a nail. So we have two meanings here of hang. One is to kill someone by hanging. He he has been hanged till death, right? And another one in which we use past participle form as hung, hung. So it should be we had hung where, yes, he has hung his coat to a nail. Shouldn't be hanged. Hanged is wrong. It should be hung. All banks are open from text to, not and, between text and. He is not an expert in grammar, isn't it? It shouldn't be, isn't it? Already when we have a statement in negative case, we use is it. Or I repeat, when we have negative case in the statement, the question tag will be in positive and vice versa. Children are fond of. Fond always takes off. Would you mind opening the door? Did you went? Did you went not? Did you go? Very easy. She explained me the matter. So she explained to me the matter. One way of saying. Another one, she explained the matter to me. Are you really interested in English grammar? Bring me half a glass water. Half a glass water. Every Sunday we go to the church. It is wrong. Every Sunday we go to church. Because why do people go to church every Sunday? To pray, definitely, and praying is the primary purpose to visiting church. Why do you go always a mosque to pray? And prayer is the primary purpose of a mosque, right? So for primary purpose, we do not use different article the before the word church or mosque or the market. But when you go for the secondary purpose, let's say to meet someone, then at that time you can use the. I went to the church to meet my friend. So the church is correct at that time. He plays tennis, isn't he? Isn't he? He plays tennis, isn't he? Is wrong, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Doesn't he? The river has flown over its banks. So mistake but is the river has flown over its banks. The river has flown over its banks. So we have one word flow, right? Flow. And when you check the different verbs form, you will find flowed, flowed. So the river has flowed over its banks, or overflow. Again, we have a different word. So I think the river has flowed over its banks. It's right, flowed. I return back to, same kind of words have been used here, which is wrong. I return only, back cancel. I return from London. A bend in the road is not an end. Again, it's a mistake. The should be the right part. Bend in the road is not the end of the road. I must change my clothes. Last but not the least, because this is very important, clothes. When you write cloths, it means piece of clothes, unstitched. Is my point clear? Cloths means unstitched. So you need to write clothes. Very subtle thing, very fine thing to understand. So that's it for today. Hope you like the video. If you get the benefit, if you if you are getting benefit from this video, you find this video helpful for you, do me a favor, you also share this video to other students so that they can also learn about something. They can also take benefit for for themselves, and it will also help me because it takes a lot of time and hard work as well. Thank you very much once again. Keep watching, keep coming to my channel.